Next reader from Somerville, Massachusetts. Yeah. Sarah Ignatius, reading from her honorable mention novel, The Devil's Kaleidoscope.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and I want to thank my family and friends for coming. And it's particularly meaningful to me because this is the 100th year anniversary of the Armenian genocide, and my novel is a young adult novel about a 14-year-old Armenian boy caught up in it. So I'm going to read from somewhere in the middle. It's in his voice. Camel bells tinkle in the distance like leaves rustling in the wind. I open my eyes, expecting to find my friends, Vartan and Mehmet, beside me, watching a camel caravan lurch into town. Instead, bright white bones surround me, and I remember I'm still alive. My escape plan failed and dropped me here in this underground cave where I spent the night with skulls, shreds of burnt clothes, and the lingering stench of smoke. Crazed guard dogs will be back any minute if they're not out there already waiting for me, this time with their leader. Whatever he planned to do to me will be much more terrible now. If I crawl out into the open, I'll be as easy to capture as a small rodent snatched in the talons of a hawk. I had thought death would take me quickly in this cave. Am I not worth the trouble, or does death have something worse in mind? The camel bells ring out again. I study the rock walls, dulling my mind from what happened here. I find a handhold and a foothold among the bones and shreds of clothing. I pull myself up without thinking, barely breathing, ignoring what I see, touch, and smell. I have to reach the caravan before it leaves me behind. I poke my head above ground. The morning sun glows on the horizon, lighting up the edge of thorn bushes. The only thing in sight is a line of camels, kicking sand and dirt into a ground haze, clouding their bony legs. I've been given another chance. Or have I? Maybe I'm looking at a mirage that will evaporate in the desert wind. I push myself out of the cave and stand. My knee is throbbing, but I have to get away from this death chamber. I hobble toward the caravan. My bare feet find every thorn on the ground. I stop and pull each one out, wondering if stopping means I will lose my one chance. As I get closer, the caravan does not disappear. The man in front rides a golden camel. He stops and stares. I'm probably hard to miss. I wish I could disappear or be 1,000 miles away. The camel drivers stop walking too. Their camels bunch up behind them. The man on the golden camel wears a long white robe and a black and white checkered scarf wrapped around his head, which makes me think he's an Arab. The ivory handle of a dagger sticks out from a string of bullets at his waist. He wears them like a belt. The barrel of a rifle pokes over his shoulder. What if he hates Armenians and kills me right here in the desert? But what do I have to lose? I keep walking. His mouth curves down in a frown beneath his dark beard. His eyes are open, only as wide as slits. Sir, I ask in Turkish, when I'm close enough to speak. I hope that's one of his languages. My voice is hoarse. What do you want? He snarls from the perch atop his saddle. I'm looking for my family. He examines me. The remains of my torn skirt hang from my waist. I've lost my headscarf as well as my shoes. How old are you? He asks. 14. His frown deepens. Are you a boy? I nod. You're Armenian. I wait for him to draw his dagger. He looks back at his stalled caravan. Why are you here? We were on our way to Urfa, my family and me. We got separated. I try to make it sound like a trip. He looks away. He must know about the death marches. He's probably seen them with his own eyes. Can you walk? He barks. I nod. And follow orders? Yes, sir. What's your name? Arakel. I can't stand here all day. Thank you.